didn't make it.
Dyer's choice.
Prepare
Prepare
to
to
set.
set.
End up picking up the Queen of Pain. Interesting. So a hero, I guess that's not terrible playing against the Lina mid, but I don't feel like Queen of Pain can like punish Lina at all. Like I feel like she comes up to try and throw the dagger, and she's gonna take like
You
3
hit the
auto
life
attacks,
trickery.
10 seconds.
Yeah.
LSA. Like the cast point on the dagger is long enough to where you're
5
pretty much
seconds.
guaranteed to hit the LSA, if I'm not mistaken.
That is correct. Uh, the matchup, it definitely goes the way of Lena. It feels not so bad.
Radiant's up.
Like once both of them hit level
Disruptor.
6, you waste your time getting a kill off onto Lena as the Queen of Pain. Just being able to blink on top of her on your terms. But yeah, Lena is going to dominate the co-op inside the lane. In fact, I would say it's a little bit worse right now for the Queen of Pain than it used to be. Before you would just go Scream, you'd move over to the side camp,
10
farm that out,
seconds.
go
Just
back to the
long enough to
lane, try
regret
to
every
spam
choice you've
Scream on
made
that one.
if
But
you
now you're
hurry.
forced to engage with the Lena.
5
So
seconds.
it is a lot harder. They go Disruptor
I like this.
afterwards, though. Yep. I like it too. So they actually have the opportunity to catch these heroes. They retreat. It makes Lena's game before she gets a BKB a lot harder.
I think both Kunkka and Gyro are really good here. I would be totally fine if they just picked the Gyrocopter and saved last pick for their offlane. Once again, like giving MMR Warden, or MMR Tourist the ability to have that like really solid counter pick.
Hmm.
But we'll see what they do. Both would be really strong, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I'm more partial to the Gyro though. Just because mostly because I want you to see why it's good into the Enigma lane.
I'm not going to see why it's
Right?
good.
Dyer gets to ban.
All right, well, they go for the Sven. This one's interesting. I get that it's a fairly strong lane. You have like the Stormhammer into like Undying's Tombstone and stuff, but
Mhm.
I feel like this hero isn't actually gonna do much against the Enigma at all.
We're starting in 5 seconds, with or without.
Yeah. He's a hero that just gets on, but again, like you mentioned, is something that stands in front. He does get. You can kind of deal with the enable. You can throw the Storm Bolt on the islands when they're grouped up. You've got the Cleave in order to clear them down.
Dyer gets to ban.
There are some solutions there. You disagree?
I mean, I don't feel like Sven's gonna get on top of the Enigma to kill the Eidolons. Unless he like Stormhammers the Eidolons, which maybe that's his plan. Is just like Stormhammer spam the Eidolons.
That's what I just said.
Yeah, but it's like I don't know if you want to do that. Like I feel like that's just gonna grief your lane. I don't know.
I'd say it's worth doing. I mean, you see carries like throw out spells onto Beastmaster's Boar all the time. Same thing works with the Eidolons. The
10
cooldown of
seconds.
that ability at level 1
Dyer's choice.
was like
Let's give him
60
a second.
seconds. And I'd say that's worth like dropping a mango for the extra XP boost and just ruining Enigma's life. So again, you have some solutions here with the Sven. I don't like the fact that they start lane with the Undying against the Enigma here, though.
They could do
That
Clockwork
seems like
and send the
not
Undying
great.
offlane, right?
10 seconds.
Yeah, that is true.
It all just kind of depends. Like we've been seeing a lot of times, like 4 and 5s.
5
There is
seconds.
no real designation in terms of 4 and 5 in the lanes. It's mostly just like getting that ranged melee combo and just having a strong lane, and then they just still play their respective roles from that lane. Like we saw a lot of Crystal Maidens playing in the off lane during TI. We saw it a lot
Radiant's
during
turn
like
to pick.
just pubs and tournaments. So
Mhm.
Lifestealer, great pick. It's a really good pick this game.
Yeah. Lifestealer is big. Actually, you don't know. Lifestealer is not big. I hate Lifestealer. It happens to be good
We're 10
against
seconds out.
Clockwork,
Plenty of
but
time
that
to
is it.
tell and
This
announce
hero
your level
sucks. His
if that's
base
what's in
strength
your heart.
growth rate. His base strength
5
is too
seconds.
low. His strength growth rate's too low. He feels underwhelming if he doesn't get items. He's got nothing to offer without like an amazing laning phase, and his laning phase isn't even that great either. Okay.
I just picked Timbersaw here and call it good.
Dave Johnson here. Welcome to Dota.
Okay, they take Puck.
Hero chooses
It's a really weird looking gyrocopter.
So it's going to be off lane Lena then. So,
Mhm.
I mean, they just really enjoy taking these, like, kind of out of the ordinary, like, offlaners that just try and do what they can to dominate the lane. Lena's going to have pretty much a field day against this Lifestealer.
Mhm.
That Puck, though, I'm not really sure how I feel about this because
I mean, it's to catch the Queen of Pain. Other than that, they have no way of locking down Soul.
yeah. I don't know. I don't know if you really care about locking down Soul is the thing, right? I feel like you can kind of ignore the Queen of Pain for a lot of this and just like kill Lifestealer and
Whoa,
Enigma.
we're not gonna just ignore our problem.
I don't think the Queen of Pain is the problem though. That's the thing. I mean, the Puck versus Queen of Pain matchup is better for Queen of Pain now than it used to be, just because like Puck can't just farm the side camps as easily. But I don't know. I feel like the Puck hero is a little bit outdated.
Yep. I disagree. I think there's still situations where the puck happens to be pretty useful. I'm not sure how useful it is here. I think it's better when it's got something like Marcy on its team, with like 2 jump heroes, there's something to break the foil with. But uh, I think that the lockdown is pretty useful for dealing with the co-op, like I mentioned.
Do they have anything to stop Black Hole right now outside of Clockwork Hook if he has BKB? Am I missing anything?
No, that is all they have.
It's like the Dream Coil pierces spell immunity with that like mini. Is that it doesn't?
No, doesn't mini stun.
It doesn't mini stun anymore, right?
No.
So yeah,
that is all that they have. So it's just gotta be Clockwork deal with it. I mean, this lineup does play fairly fast.
yeah.
It's gonna be on the puck in the mid lane, and Lena's gonna be top. So this Fed is gonna have his work cut out for him. He needs to build a lot of tanky items so he can frontline for his team. Unfortunately,
I'm actually not really sure how I feel about them going for the lane swap here. I don't feel like Rises is gonna do like substantially better against the Sven than it is against the Lina. But maybe it will. Hopefully, I'm surprised here because I want these lanes to be competitive for sure.
Yep.
We'll see how he ends up doing on the puck. I like Suits played an amazing game last time, so see if he can do it twice in a row. Playing into the Disruptor, not the easiest of heroes.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Whose draft do you like more, Neff?
I already told you I hate Lifestealer. I'm the biggest Lifestealer hater, so I'm with Cringe Crew all the way.
All right. It's gonna be 3 runes for Cringe Crew. His realm does end up going the Stormhammer at level 1, and he's gonna be a little bit sad when he goes bottom and finds that it's not the Enigma. It is in fact the Lifestealer. So Lifestealer is actually just gonna go Orb of Corrosion right out of the gate. It looks like. He has that queued up. Yeah, I mean, he's got the Blightstone, Orb of Venom. I actually don't mind him going for more of a fighting build in the lane stage. But we'll see how it goes. The triple Gauntlet Quelling Blade, a classic Lifestealer build.
Not bad. I mean, he just needs a triple Gauntlet Quelling Blade in order to contest the CS of Sven. Look at this guy. The Chad Sven with 64 damage with just the Quelling Blade versus a Lifestealer needing like 3 gauntlets and an Iron Branch and a Quelling Blade. He's got 52 damage. This hero is awful, okay?
Well, good Lifestealer games are always very good. I don't know.
Have you seen his teeth? He's like a British person.
I hope Nina heard that.
Me too.
He's also missing a lot of strength from the Undying, so it's going to be very difficult for him to CS in this lane. We'll see if Yadomi can put out the damage as well, like just from these Thunder Strikes. Like it's really annoying. It's a lot of damage. It actually slows your attack speed a good amount as well. Rises needs this level 2 from that flesh, or from the feast before he can actually start sustaining this lane. So
yeah, imagine if this Lifestealer was any other hero though, and you could actually trade with the Undying instead of just get run at and killed like this.
Yeah, remember when I said I didn't think it was going to do any substantially better in the bottom lane?
Yeah.
It didn't do any substantially better in the bottom lane. That being said, they do find a kill top here. Widge actually pulling MMR Tourist into that Eidolon. So very well done.
Mm-hmm. Oh. I do think that Sven would be the best hero to deal with the Enigma, in my opinion, but they seem to be doing just fine against Rises down here.
Suicide behind the tower there, just to try and reset on the Undying, not go through a ton of regen. The lane is in a good spot here for Rises, so he does finally hit his level 2. I think once he gets to like level 3, level 4, the lane's a lot easier for the Lifestealer. He could definitely just solo the lane at that point, but again, he's going to need a lot of space. Oh, he tried to go for the Glimpse play, send that Undying back, but did not find him.
Yeah. One's too good. He's not going to fall for something like that. Yadomi is going to stop him stacking this one up, though. Puts his body on the line to block the camp. Everyone could take a lesson from this guy. Look how selfless he is. Also, the couriers, the triples. You see
what?
this?
Where?
They're running back to base now.
What about the couriers?
Disruptor's couriers. He's got 3.
What? Oh, what? What is this? This seems like hacking. That's just way more. There's way more like room for bags.
It can carry 18 items.
I don't know.
Oh,
how
Monster's
that's
getting
balanced.
gone to the top lane. You got real Dota going on here.
Well, nice pick off there. And Lina, again, just going to be really, really, really strong as this lane goes on. You can't really stop her from CSing in this lane. You might be able to find kills if she comes too far forward, but I like the clockwork, man. It should be able to help keep him, give him a little bit of space, a little bit of fighting power in these lanes. You know, mid's going really well for Sooths. What's going on bottom here? Glimpse from Yadomi. Does have the tombstone there. A couple auto attacks from Warden will finish him off. And bottom lane going very well for Cringe Crew as well.
Yep. One game out with advantage. Just a couple minutes into the lane. There's been no action in the mid lane, unfortunately, but we're probably not going to see that until one of these heroes hits level 6 at the very least.
Dude. Realm, he just picked up an early belt of strength for that extra base damage, right? Just that 6 extra strength. He's just sitting at so much more damage over the Lifestealer in the lane. It's so funny.
Yeah, Lifestealer's damage is really bad at the start, and it simply does not scale, despite the fact that he is trying desperately to get as many stat items as he can.
Ooh, Flea is in super deep.
Yeah.
Thought he could maybe contest here, but the simple dispose.
Why would you do that? Look, he drops the cogs and they just start farming them.
Enigma is
That's
always
like
happy
another
to farm
80
the
gold
cogs.
right there.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
I
Mid
didn't think-
lane, Pop gets got on, but again, not level 6 on Sooth yet, so he can't finish him off.
I feel like a lot of people underestimate the damage of the Eidolons. Once they've split, man, those things do a ton of damage. Gotta be very careful. Nice scan's gonna catch a Domi on the right here, but I think they already knew he was there. They're missing Widge, right? They don't really know exactly where the Marcy is, but Su's playing very defensive here in the mid lane, just making sure that he's not gonna go down. They're actually very close to level 6 on both these mid laners. And with the 6-minute runes coming, Suits will grab his first. Oh, he goes for the silence, gets the coil. Warden goes ahead and drops a really nice tombstone on the high ground. It's holding Queen of Pain in place for the moment, but she's going to be able to blink away. An orb bottom, not going to be picked up in time. Black Soul will grab the Invis rune. So both ults expended a TP as well, but a big commitment overall from Alpha as they did have their 2 supports here for a while.
Yeah, and they committed the long cooldown spell. I mean, you might be able to find... Oh, never mind. You already popped the Invis, you accept that you're not going to find anything with that one. Yadomi getting ran up by the Warden in Realm here. The question is if he can get in front to body block him, glimpse back onto this fan is going to make sure that he doesn't get killed. We're going to be just fine. Anyways, yeah, you committed a pretty big cooldown ultimate on the Queen of Pain. You're expending most of your mana, but we're just going to come and refill your bottle. It's disappointing when the puck doesn't find the kill with the Dream Coil. Nice dodge. But, you know, he kind of had to in that situation in order to, like, even keep himself alive there.
Yeah.
That's so just denied, like, a couple creeps in front of him. Sick.
So, Lina, top of the net worth right now in this off lane. He's having a fantastic time. They're just looking for monster underneath the tower. They've got a Laguna Blade. They're just going to drop it. A couple auto attacks, and it's Flea that ends up picking him up. So, Beautifully done.
Yep.
MMR Taurus, though, needs to be a little bit careful. There's going to be the rebound into the Dispose. Queen of Pain coming to TP in as well. Thinking maybe he can try to just finish off Disruptor before he dies. One more auto attack. He gets the trade. Okay.
Very nice.
They do know Flea is here somewhere. Scan does connect. He's going to pop that battery assault. Try and just run away here from the Marcy. Gets the Cogs. Ends up pulling her in, potentially. Not really where he wants to be. Does get the Dispose back. 4 points in the screen. They actually have no way to cancel. Oh, they do. Never mind. Rebound just came off cooldown. And with that one, they'll pick up the second kill. So nicely done.
They waited in the trees a little bit too long. We saw a little bit of that last game when they were diving the tier 2 tower in the top lane. He just feels at home up there.
Yeah. So Warden trying to get some XP bottom here in the wave as Realm has moved his way to the jungle. Again, Lifestealer now having a great time. This is what the hero wants. He wants to just sit in the lane. He's going to be able to free farm. No one can really contest him anymore. So he does have like the 3 points in the Ghoul Frenzy. He's going to get a 4th one relatively soon. And yes, neph, it did suck in the lane, but now look where he is on net worth. He's having a great time.
Lifestealer?
Yeah. Second on net worth, about to be passing the Lina here any moment.
Yeah, who cares though?
Speaking of Lina, big Sonic Wave out there from the Queen of Pain. He ends up jumping in, trying to get on top of Realm, but might regret that one as the Tombstone does go down. Sooth does have the coil. If he can get him, as Flea finds him. Oh, he held his spell. Sooths.
Yeah, I wanted to get him without committing that coil, and he ends up paying the price for it. The Queen of Pain is getting away.
Maybe he just doesn't expect the 3 points blink this early.
Yeah, okay, the 3 points blink is kind of psychotic. That is true. I don't expect the 3 points blink. I wasn't even looking at the skill build of this Queen of Pain. I mean, no wonder she got lack damage. She's got no points for that dagger. But, you know, 8-second cooldown means you get away from that one. They're going to try to commit onto these heroes. And Munster does have Black Hole available, so you have to be careful.
He's going to drop it right away, but quick cancel there from Seuss. The coil does come out. Doesn't connect onto the Queen of Pain, but holds 2 of them into place. Nice static field, doing some work, and they aren't going to be able to chase up onto the high ground. They've still got some spells available. No Sonic Wave for another 60. Widge is here to hold his team. 10-minute rune about to spawn. Cringe Crew playing really aggressive. Will be able to protect it in the top lane. It's going to be an invis.
Yeah.
Well, Queen of Pain, don't you dare blink in for it.
Yeah. You don't want to do that. Soul drops the robot match and the ground starts flinching yet. Okay.
Don't look now, but Radiant's bottom tower is getting obliterated.
Ooh. Mid lane, looking for Sooth. Does have the invis. Nice turn around those. The Tombstone does come out. We'll push them away. Dude, this is all amazing stuff for the Lifestealer. He has yet to have to leave the bottom lane. He's just farming the hard camp and the wave on cooldown. He's almost got to his armlets. And this is what makes the Lifestealer strong. He is not a hero that gets pushed out of lane easily.
I disagree. They just haven't put anyone there to push him out of the lane yet. They're doing other things on the map because they don't care about him. He's not a threat.
I see. That sounds like some copium, man.
Oh yes, the 0-1 and 0 life. That's going to be the problem.
Nice grab there from Flea there off that hook shot. As they'll be able to take down the Marcy. Fortification comes out onto the mid lane. They are bringing Disruptor here, who's still not quite level 6. So no Static Storm available. Does finally pick it up there as the range creep dies, but it looks like they're not going to mount the defense here from Alpha, and the first tower of the game is going to go the way of Cringe Crew.
Yep. Let's just about to take the bottom tower at the same time, though.
Sooths caught by the Static Storm. Black Soul comes in, does have the Sonic Wave, does throw it, but it misses. The phase shift comes out, and they turn around with the coil onto 2. Sooths still managing to get away. He's going to just jaunt up onto the high ground. Fleet comes in on the clockwork as well. Sooths does have to be careful. Wraith Pack Totem is down. They catch him. Just barely on the end there with that scream. That Wraith Pack Totem actually just kept his whole team alive, and now Warden in trouble as the Queen of Pain's going to pursue him. Needs a few more auto attacks. Blink up in 1, has the scream as well. Goes up onto the high ground, does catch him. Hookshot comes out from Flea, going to try and push him back into the LSA. It does connect, but a blink up in 3. They get him with the Storm Hammer though, and the Glimpse is going to send Realm back top. He's like, whatever,
All right.
man. I'll push your tower. I don't care.
Yeah, trying to make the best out of a bad situation now. Fortified will stall for a little bit of time, and Monster's gonna make his way up there now. But Queen of Pain definitely getting, actually everyone getting there greedy. Puck ended up going way too far forward after he survived. Very fact him did keep the team alive there though, and Queen of Pain following it up, trying to chase down that Undying. We had no business going that far forward and pays the price for it. But yeah, Rum does end up taking that tier 1 tower up in the top lane after winning the God Strength, so it wasn't all for nothing.
Slight gold advantage for Alpha. It's pretty much all on the Life Stealer. The armlet completed. It's coming out right now. He's got the phase boots, Orb of Corrosion armlet done now. I mean, this hero is going to be scary. He's going to hit that like mid-game timing. I'm sure he's going to pick up like a Halberd-esque item. So either the Sanj and Halberd, or maybe just like the Sanj and Yasha. We'll see. Smoke up to the top lane. They're only going to find Flea here on the Clockwork. Not the best find, but it is something. They could potentially turn this into a push. Wow, instant smoke from Cringe Crew. They actually want to fight this.
Yeah.
Dyer's middle tower is taking one hell of a beating.
They find Monster. The coil comes down. It catches 2. Instant Wraith Fire. Comes down. Oh, nice. Disruptor ult's catching too. The Sonic Wave comes through as well. The Black Hole is there. It's a huge turnaround for the side of Alpha. Yeah, you got the Enigma, but it's going to cost you everything on the side of Cringe Crew. 4 heroes dead. A buyback as well from Warden will take down the Marcy. Flea comes back on the Clockwork. Gets the hook shot onto Yadomi. Will be able to finish him off here. Just needs a little bit more damage. The Sorup's not there. He can connect maybe. No, he survives on 11 HP. Black Soul burns him down. A triple kill for the Queen of Pain, and a glimpse is going to send this Undying right back into the fray. Oh, wait a minute, Yadomi. a little bit too far forward.
Don't look now, but Radiant's bottom tower is getting
I mean, ends up being a 5 for 3. And again, Lifestealer is still just free farming. He's actually going to go on the Sven here. He has a sentry. He's just going to stay out. Yeah, there's not much he can do. If they have any detection,
away.
he's just dead.
Wow, incredible Lifestealer gameplay, Ricky.
Yeah, I mean, he just didn't rage. I don't know. It's all right. But yeah, push the Sven back quite a bit. Just going to go back to farming. He's going... Wait, am I seeing this right? Echo Saber? I'm assuming the idea is eventually to disassemble into like Orchid and like Sanj, something along those lines, or Orchid BKB, like Mage Slayer BKB maybe. That might be the play. Actually, TP's back to his tier 2 tower to continue farming the jungle.
Why are you so obsessed with this Lifestealer?
Because I actually think it's a good Lifestealer game.
All right.
I actually really
0 still.
Lifestealer is one of my favorite carries in Dota, to be honest. I love this hero.
Why?
I've
What
always
makes
liked
him
him
fun?
because people underestimate him now. You know,
I'm really underestimating him. You're right.
I like the underdog story. Hookshot mid lane, Flea. He's caught the disruptor. Nice Wraith Pack down once again, and just so much damage to turn this one around. The Clockwork gonna try and get away here. Gets glimpsed right back in. Widge ends up being put in the bad position as he goes ahead, tries to rebound through, but Realm there to follow it up. Again, the Tombstone doing work. The heals from Warden as well allows him to sustain through it all. And Flea, he's looking for more. He's caught Yadomi, grabs him into the cogs as well. And that's gonna be 2 pickoffs. Well done by the Clockwork, man. That was super close.
There's him out. I mean, the Clockwork's been putting in. Flea's been putting in work every game that we've seen him. Actually, you weren't here the first couple of days, but he's been popping off this tournament. I am incredibly suppressed.
Flea is a gamer, man.
Yeah, phase 2 player in my opinion.
I'm glad he did not go
Reckon
this
by
Echo
next time.
Saber thing. He's actually decided to go for the Deso.
The Lifestealer?
Yeah, wait, was I clicking on the wrong hero?
You
I
were
was.
clicking on the wrong
Okay,
hero.
Sven has the Echo Saber. All right.
Yeah.
I was like, there's
This
no
is what he
way
was
he
going
goes
for
Echo
before.
on Lifestealer. All right, I don't know. I had the wrong hero selected.
No worries.
I mean, Jerry had the wrong hero selected.
right, you wouldn't be making the kind of mistake. I mean,
No.
you pay him peanuts to click on the right things, and the man's not doing it. I think you should revoke his peanuts.
He's going to get 1 peanut. No plurality there anymore. Bottom tier 2 tower gonna get taken here by Alpha as they start to bring a lot of heroes down here. And with that, opens up the outpost as well. So feeling pretty happy. I guess Monster, he actually just went for a really early Blink Dagger. A lot of times we see like Enigmas forego the Blink Dagger for quite a while because they end up going for like the Pipe or the BKB and stuff, but he just says screw it, Wraith Pact Blink.
Yep.
Into Roshan they are. Cringe Crew. Oh, dude, if this Blink catches them off guard, it's going to be huge. The question is, can they catch them? They got to pull back on Realm, and Rises snatches the Aegis. And Martoris needs to be careful. There's an Enigma coming. He's got the Black Hole and ends up catching him. Absolute destruction here for Cringe Crew as Rises just burns through them one by one. Zeus tries to finish off Widge. He will be able to. But a disaster for the Radiant. Dude, he just got 4 stacks or 4 kills with the Deso complete too. The snowball continues.
I ain't giving it up. I'm not enabling lifestealer. It's just not happening.
He did 4,300 damage in that fight, Neff.
I don't care. He's gonna get destroyed this game. Your coincidence, I'm sure. What you're seeing is a gazebo effect.
Yeah, yes.
All right, what are we working on now? How did Cringe Crew come back in this for me?
I don't know. If you're the one on the copium right now, you got to come up with an idea.
I am not on the copium. All right, Clockwork, he's working on the egg and Scepter. Flea says, if my team can't do it, I will carry this game myself, so help me God. And Sven working on his BKB. That's not going to help you that much, unfortunately. A lot of these disables, and I don't know if I'm just going to finish your BKB. How's Disruptor doing? He's not working his Agnem Scepter. He's finished up his 4-staff.
That's a pretty good item here. Get out of the cogs. He's been caught a few times from that. They're going to go for an Infest play here. Widge, his target here on the Marcy. Ward is going to scout pretty much this whole rotation from the side of Alpha, so I doubt anyone on Cringe Crew really get caught here. Flea, he's just gonna go ahead and TP out right away. Smart play from him. Oh, Suits mid lane, gets the coil onto 2, has to just disengage, just no one is nearby.
Now just gonna disengage like you mentioned. Druid Coil ain't mean shit if you can't connect with anyone. The Lifestealer is...
Oh, Warden does get the Tombstone onto the high ground, but there's the Rage from Rises. Just going to start beating down Warden. If he can stay on top of him, he does. Hookshot off the mark. Monster comes in, catches Realm, who does not have a BKB. Oh, silence onto the puck. Zeus does need to be careful. Gets the Waning Rift. He's going to be just fine. Nice Stormhammer there onto the Lifesteal, trying to heal himself through all of this damage. The Laguna Blade, is it enough? Rises, pops the Rage. He's keeping himself alive through it all. He's got an Armlet Toggle. He's got an Aegis. They can't kill this Lifestealer. The Lifesteal as well from the Marcy. 4 dead. Maybe 5 is Alina trying to juke her way into the trees, but... Neph.
They fought under that Tombstone the whole time and still lost. Rises, they couldn't take him down.
I think you have a Lifestealer problem. He's done 8,200 damage in that fight.
You missed your opportunity to say infestation.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll write that one down.
Yeah.
I'll pull that baby out in DPC, you know?
Yeah. Came up with it myself.
And there's the Halberd. All right. As expected. So Halberd, Deso now completed. Lifestealer inevitably going to become a machine in this game. Very difficult for them to deal with.
Yeah. Maybe.
I think they're going to go for an Infest play here once again.
Nothing to connect to in the top lane for the moment, unfortunately. It looks like for the next little bit, Cringe Crew are just going to try to dodge them. I mean, I think we're now at the problem phase where Lina is so far away from... Like, Lina needs Puck needs level 25 in order to deal with a Lifestealer and have the Dream Core Pierce and Magic Immunity, but you're so far away from that.
Top tower just got demolished.
Sooth does have his Kaya coming out, which will help for a little bit. Sven is still really far from this BKB.
help out that bottom tower. There's not going to be a tower left.
Yeah, he is still like what
1,400
gold away.
Yeah.
Then you can see right now they're just dodging. I mean, thankfully they do have heroes that are pretty good at like cutting waves and being difficult to catch. You don't have amazing catch on Alpha, at least not for the puck. You need like a blink hex on this Queen of Pain in order to deal with it. It's actually working on the Aghanim Shard though. If you can blink on top of puck and get that short duration silence off, you can follow up with something afterwards.
Yeah, absolutely.
Dyer's bottom tower's gone to a tower farm up.
Well, bottom tier 1 tower goes down in exchange for the tier 2 top. Not the best scenario, but sometimes you have no real choice. Monster closing on his BKB as well for the Enigma. And like we talked about earlier, once he has this, the only real way to cancel is going to be that hook shot from Fleet. So we'll see if he's able to make that happen. He is going for the Aghanim Scepter, I suppose.
Yep.
Things are looking dire.
Well, Yadomi finds Fleet instead, tries to TP on out. That is not going to happen, as it does force a quick little pick off for them.
Bottom lane, they're immediately TPing down here on
He's got Static Storm.
Yadomi waited too long.
They got him. He's gone, baby. Nothing you can do here on the puck. Just so much silence. The Sonic Wave as well to finish him off.
I take it back. Yadomi waits exactly how long he needs to. Neph, you are an idiot. You have no idea how this game is played. Yadomi, God.
Yadomi's looking pretty good this game. A 9k gold lead now for Alpha. In a very good position. Roshan, we're not going to see that timer for another about 2 minutes. They're just going to continue to try and close out the map here for Cringe Crew. I don't know, man.
I do. I think your way back into this one is all right. So when the BKB is done, he'll get a Blink Dagger after that. He'll kill all of Lifestealer's heroes, then you kite around the Lifestealer in the fight. But again, the biggest thing you need is 25 on puck. When puck takes death like that, it's slowing it down significantly. You need to somehow stall this game out.
The basher is done on the Lifestealer though, so that is the scary part. Because even if you're Sven, like you can't really kite the Lifestealer.
Oh, BKB is now done on Monster.
That's a big one.
Yeah. How do they? Okay, he's just gonna go for a Refresher Orb next. They realize that
if they find the rises, the God Strength comes through. Do they have the damage to try and bring down the life? So he just turns around instead. On the backside of the fight, they're looking for the Disruptor, but the Black Hole, it catches 2. Nice hook shot there from Flea to cancel it, but the damage is done. You've lost the puck. Realm just completely burned down. Nothing coming out from the cores here on the side of Cringe Crew, and they are looking for more. Witch goes in, pops that Unleashed, gets absolutely blasted by the Lina. Clockwork will fall as they continue chasing for more. Nice glimpse, gonna bring back Warden on the Undying as Rises makes quick work of him. 4 for 1. Looking very good for Alpha now.
Yeah, and I don't think there's much that's gonna stop him just walking up the high ground here.
Yeah, they can definitely get at least the tier 3.
Yeah, it is just Lina. Lina went for the Aghanim Scepter rush.
It's a good item. He's got like the Kaya, you know, Aether Lens build. It is a lot of damage.
Sounded like such a code.
I mean, it pretty much one-shotted the Marcy in that last engagement. Like Marcy jumped in and just took like 1,200 damage instantly.
But she essentially goes Super Saiyan with this, right?
Yeah, kinda. It's just, yeah, your spells just do a ton.
I see. Electric Ray and
Looking for
connecting. Oh, that's actually a lot of damage.
Yeah,
You're right.
It's 30% spell amp. It is pretty wild.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if she had seen the Disruptor there, she kills the Disruptor. So, a little unlucky. But that being said, MMR Taurus now in some trouble as the blink in Rises. Finds himself a freebie there, thanks to the Queen of Pain.
Yeah, the bash ended up killing with him as well, so not able to pop the BKB.
He's gonna go on the high ground. Oh, they don't even see. They got the glimpse instead. Now Warden.
Yeah, no need to go up the high ground. Yadomi brings him right to you.
Roshan respawning in about 15 seconds if they scout this one out.
Yeah, but Abyssal Blade's now completed on Rises as well. I still hate Lifestealer. I want the record to show.
Oh, Sooth's found in the top lane. He's got a blink in a second here. He should be able to make it out. Yeah, he will TP to safety just fine.
Yeah.
And there's Roche.
Yeah, they'll make quick work of this one.
I'm actually curious if they give him the open wounds shard.
It's a very good shard.
It's just like, it already is an impossible game for the Sven. This is the whole reason I don't like the Puck last pick here, is like this, nothing answers. Like you're like, okay, yeah, you need an answer for the Queen of Pain or whatever, but they never once had an answer for Lifestealer this game. Like they picked their last pick does absolutely nothing.
I thought so as well, but you know, you end up taking one bad team fight against him. You leave him alone a little bit too long, and he has a pretty good game.
Yeah, he's got himself a Paladin sword right now as well. Gets the open wound shard like we were talking about, and that's going to be very difficult for them to deal with.
Well, did you catch vision? Yeah, he did catch vision. Half a second for a puck, and then underneath that observer ward.
Oh, the glimpse.
Well, oh, he was late on the face.
Does get the blink to the bottom side. Monster, he's got a black hole if he wants it. He's just might throw it, honestly. It's hard to say. They just go ahead and drop the ult from Disruptor instead. It's so worth it. That is all you have on the side of Cringe Crew right now. And yeah, expends the 80-second cooldown. Why not? Mid lane creep wave is here, so they can use this one to go up onto the high ground. Alpha looking to tie up the series here with a 17k gold lead. Neph, Cringe Crew, what is their Hail Mary play here?
Spam out spells onto the Lifestealer, but he's got the Aegis. Like, Lina might be able to blow him up a single time, but then puts everything you have on cooldown. I mean, that kind of did it. Like, they're throwing out Dragon Slaves, they're throwing out Rocket Flares. You have the Aghanim Scepter completed on the clock. It actually did a lot of damage to him.
Yeah.
A little bit surprised.
The flare spam is really interesting. So I've seen this actually happen a couple times where Clockworks pick up this Aghanim Scepter and they use the Rocket Flare spam to snipe creep waves across the map. So it ends up like preventing heroes from going high ground because you can't actually stop it.
Yeah, the cooldown of overclocking is 50 seconds. It does give you enough time to like, you throw out like several of these rocket flares at the wave, then you have time to throw it off like another one incoming.
Yeah, if you actually hit the wave, you can clear 2 waves, mid and bottom potentially, if you actually have the rocket flare like connecting onto the creep wave.
That's more like it.
Bro, what are you doing?
It needs something.
Bro, what are you doing?
Dude, I think it's like just Yadomi who has this hotbit line. I haven't seen anyone else with it.
It's a good one.
What's that guy now? Looks like 100 Thieves or something.
Hotbid?
Liquid?
No, it works for Liquid. Yeah.
Let me Google this one. Hotbid updates. Oh, this is a giveaway thing. All right.
And just like that, his overclocking is gonna be back up in 30 seconds. So, Widge in pretty deep here, gonna take a lot of damage. Oh my gosh, dies thanks to the damage from the Laguna Blade. So you take those. Zeus trying to.
You're getting baited. Don't go for the Lifestealer.
Yeah.
I don't think they actually get him there. They got on top of him.
Yeah, I don't think so either. I'm actually curious if Flea's going to do this. I want to see him try and like snipe the creep wave, but he just got scouted on a really deep ward bottom, and they know exactly where he is, so he's going to be in a world of pain here in just a second. Gets the cogs down, does have the Queen of Pain right on top of him, pops the overclocking, trying to do what he can, but it's not going to matter. This bottom lane is absolute death. And 40 seconds now without clockwork.
Yeah, I mean, thankfully, the wave is pushed pretty far in right now. It'll take like 30 seconds for it to meet that tower.
Yeah. Suits mid lane, needs to be careful. That orb puts him in the trees, gets caught by the silence, has a haste rune though. Oh, accident on the rebound there, so ends up just walking away. I mean, he might be able to pop the Aegis off of Rises if he gets caught by like an LSA Stormhammer or something, but he takes the tier 3. That's going to refresh the fortifications here for Cringe Crew. Oh, they see Monster. They're going to go for it. Blinking from Realm. The BKB is there. Can he get out? He just goes for the black hole right away. There's no one to stop him. The Infest to heal him all back up. The hook shot's off the mark. Sven, he's expended everything and just gets destroyed by the Lifestealer. Zeus comes in, caught by that silence as well. They've managed to keep Monster alive through all of it. Widge is going to throw Taurus up onto the high ground. Goes for the LSA. Tries to catch up with a bash. He ends up just getting the kill anyway. An absolute disaster for Cringe Crew, despite what looked like potentially a really good initiation. And Black Soul is going to continue the chase here on the side of the fight here. Jumps forward. Ooh.
Then jumps back.
That was quick thinking there by Suits.
Yeah,
but
just trying to fake him out.
4 dead. You don't get the Aegis. You lose the Sven. That might be game here for the side of Cringe Crew. Alpha just looking really, really, really strong. They have another minute on this timer.
Yeah, I mean, if you get that Enigma there at the beginning, you might be able to win the fight, but even then it looks kind of dicey. Just one auto attack on the spin off, being able to clear it before he gets that black hole of
Unlucky from Flea there. Misses the hook shot onto 2. It might have allowed them to take down Widge, but... yeah, they just get themselves the racks.
Yeah, and again, the only tool they really have to kill this Lifestealer would be that Dream Coil piercing spell immunity, but you're so far away from the level 20 talent. Puck's actually opts to go Dagon. They just want to be able to burst heroes down at the beginning of fights.
I mean, I don't really know what they're smoking right now to try and find something, I guess. Like Disruptor wouldn't be bad. They are going to scout him here in the mid lane. Zeus goes in, hits him with the coil pretty much right away. Flare comes through as well, and yeah, does manage to take down the Disruptor. The Dagon just barely enough damage. Realm on the other side, though, however, pops the BKB, trying to just run for the hills as the Lifestealer is on him, but Monster trying to chase through it as well. Fleet pops that overclocking, does get the hook shot there onto Rises. Gonna sacrifice himself for his core. The BKB coming out from Widge's Realm, trying to just fight into him. Couple auto attacks, but it's not going to be enough. Sven, he's just going to get kited through this all. Big Sonic Wave catches 3 as Rises comes in now on top of the 3rd and make it a 4th death now as they are just catapulting them way through these fights. Suits trying to hide for the moment, tries to go and pick off Widge, does manage to do it, takes the jaunt back up onto the high ground. Queen of Pain is here. Do they get the bash? It's an Abyssal Blade that comes through. The Blink Abyssal on the Lifestealer. This guy is way too farmed.
Yeah, you got buyback in all these heroes, but that might have emptied the tank of morale there. They're just going to walk up with high ground, take the last of these tier 3s and Raxes, I think. I see very little way for them to stop them.
He's got
still got black hole
available now.
Yeah.
So, Lifestealer, you ain't getting away from this guy is what I'm getting at.
Yeah, he'll be so slow between the Ghoul Frenzy, the Overwhelming Blink.
And the Open Wounds, which just keeps bouncing from target to target.
Yeah. Man, they just can't do anything about this guy right now.
Black Hole's up too. Monster didn't have to commit it in the last fight. It was off. It was not on. It was not off cooldown, I suppose. But yeah,
there's very little reason for them to not just hit up and clear the top tier 3 in racks right now. But it looks like they're maybe just trying to play safe. Question mark.
They're gonna go and infest play again and just play aggressive. I think there's not really anything they're waiting for.
Realm showed himself out.
I mean, they can honestly just blink onto the high ground. I don't think they care. Yeah, they're going to go for it. He just pops the BKB on Realm, but Rises is there. He doesn't really care. The black hole to follow onto 2. Goodbye. Cringe Crew in shambles. The refresher from Monster as the black hole catches the puck as well. 4 dead. There's the GG, and we're going to a game 3.
Alpha looking a little bit rough in the first game of the series, but despite what I said, despite the truths that I was speaking, Lifestealer manages to carry them for the second game. I guess they got punished for the lack of lockdown. I mean, they did okay inside the lanes, but eventually they just didn't have a solution. They let them free farm for a little bit too long. They didn't have any real damage outside the Sven, and Sven unfortunately just didn't trade with him that well. So congratulations to Alpha coming back, even with the bad hero, in my opinion, Ricky. I won't be convinced. Even when I see truth in front of me, I refuse to see it.
I can't. I can't with you, man. Oh man. I mean, the graph says it all. Lifestealer, just absolute free game here. It's one of the best Lifestealer games you're gonna get, and that was with a last pick for Cringe Crew, and honestly, a really cringe pick of the last pick puck, in my opinion. This hero just
Nice.
it didn't do anything this game. This hero, it's not that Suits played bad. It's just this was just not a good pick. Unlike last game where they get this last pick, Dazzle, which kind of rounded out their draft, was a really good counter to their carry. This game, Puck just didn't offer anything at all. And Leicester was just free to kind of live his life, do whatever he wanted, and yeah, really sick play by Alpha. I'm gonna.
Absolutely agreed. We'll
I-
see if they can bring this back in the next game. Lifesteal, I imagine this was a one-off though.
Sure. Okay. It's just a one-off, he says, Copium. Now, we'll be back after the break, guys. We got game number 3 between Cringe Crew and Alpha coming up, so stay tuned. You will not want to miss it. It's our first game 3, actually, in a couple of days, so should be a lot of fun. We'll see you in a bit.